Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be talking you through my top 8 hacks for dealing with sick toddlers and babies at home. And so without further ado, let's just jump straight into today's video. Just a quick disclaimer guys, I'm in no way a medical expert, I'm just speaking from experience what has worked for us, for our family personally. And of course, just remember to trust your instincts. If ever you feel that something might not be right with your child, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are lots of helplines, or just make a doctor's phone call just to check if everything's okay. It'll put your mind at ease, and then if anything is wrong, especially in this day and age, then you'll be bang off the mark and get it sorted straight away. My first tip is to prepare a mini pharmacy or a little medical kit to have in your home for your child or baby. And once you become a parent, preparation is everything. You will have less time to nip down to the pharmacy or go to the doctors to pick up a prescription for something. So if you get some things in advance, then it'll save loads of time and a lot of stress and worry as well. I'm just talking about bare essentials, so it could be plasters, antiseptic solution, saline solution, anything you can think of. Children pick up germs like that just from being outside, being around other children at nursery, seeing relatives. They are just prone to get anything going, so the more prepared you are, the better you can handle the situation. My next tip is to allow your little one to sleep as long as possible. We all know how important sleep is for young children's development, and as adults, when we're ill, we are very tired and grouchy, so you can imagine it's like 10 times worse for a young child. They don't understand what's going on. Sleep is incredible for them, it does wonders. If you do have quite a rigid nap schedule throughout the day, maybe it'd be a little bit more flexible while they are ill. Allow them to sleep longer than usual. If they are in a deep sleep, don't disturb them, and they should wake up feeling much happier and brighter. Next tip is a very simple and basic cleaning method. And so when someone is ill in our house, to avoid further contamination amongst our family members, I just basically go around and wipe all of the hot spots in our house. So this will be doorknobs, light switches, etc., favourite toys, anything that my child or anyone else might touch very frequently throughout the day. I also encourage family members to wash their hands frequently throughout the day, although this has kind of become second nature to us thanks to the whole COVID situation. I also leave the windows open for about 10-15 minutes just to get some fresh air into our house. One item which we have found super useful, and we've actually been using it since our child was a newborn, and she's now 20 months old and we're still using it, and is this kind of like wedge thing that you stick under their mattresses, and it just helps to elevate the child so they're not sleeping flat on their back at night or when they're napping. It is especially useful for young children who cannot yet unblock their own nose, so they can't blow their own nose in the middle of the night, and you just stick it under their mattress and you put them to bed with an unblocked nose, and it just helps them to sleep through the night, and it keeps their airways clearer for longer, because sometimes when they're flat on their back and the nose becomes blocked in the middle of the night, they wake up and cry and panic because they cannot breathe through their nose. They don't understand why, they can't do anything, and this has been a product which has really been a lifesaver for us. Next tip is to give your little one a nice warm bubble bath. Everybody loves having baths, and with the steam and everything rising from the bath, it'll also help to clear any airways that might be blocked and help to relax your child as well. They might not have felt like playing earlier on in the day, so this is a lovely opportunity for them to now relax and play and have some special one-on-one time with mummy or daddy. My next tip is especially useful for chickenpox cases or itchy skin cases. And so my little girl currently has chickenpox as I'm filming this video right now, and so number one tip is to make sure you keep their nails nice and short. Just give them a quick trim every day or so just to make sure they are nice and short, and that way if they do end up scratching their skin, they're not going to cause any potential scarring or damage to their own little fragile skin. My next tip is to change the bedding more frequently than you would usually change it. So by doing so, you have a greater chance of killing any of the nasty bacteria and microbes that will be stuck on those fibres. And also, when you are feeling under the weather, everybody loves sleeping in a nice, clean, fresh bed. Next hack is to encourage your child to have more fluids and have a nice balanced diet, which is easier said than done, especially with young children who don't like certain vegetables or fruits. One hack is to just basically make some sort of vegetable soup for them. They find it easier to eat and not so offensive. One way of helping to encourage them to drink more is either by adding some little quantity of syrup in with the water, or a little bit of apple juice, for example, or even just changing up the beaker. If they're used to one kind of beaker, then maybe change to like a more adult mug to see if they want to drink more, or even reverting back into a baby bottle. As a parent, it really is trial and error, and just do what suits you and what works for your family. And also just remember, it is a phase. Illnesses come and go, and there will be more to come. And so if you have to then go back to the drawing board, as it were, and have a bottle, then so be it, and it'll only be for a short period of time. Right, that's it for today's video. Thank you ever so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this type of content, please consider subscribing and sticking around, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!